Welcome to new episode of Them Is a Party. The receptionist then tells him that it is almost a month and he has to do a mandatory quest to keep his adventurer license, and Takemi tells him that he is here for the same thing. He goes to the quest board to pick an easy quest when suddenly a bunch of fat ugly losers come there. They start telling the girls to join their party because they can guide them better than the twink. Takemi can't let that slide and he goes ahead to confront the human hippopotamus. Even though he is terrified internally, he can't let anyone talk to his girls like that. He tells the hippopotamus that judging by his size his mother should be so heavy that even Superman can't lift her. This enrages the fatty, who punches Takemi, but he had already used a spell to turn his body into metal. Hippo ends up breaking his hand because of that, and just as his lax are about to attack Takumi, the guild master arrives there and yells at them to stop. He looks at Hippo's broken arm and asks Takumi if he did that, tries standing up for him, but the guild master doesn't believe her. Luckily the receptionist comes there and explains what happened to the bald man. The guild master Barrack tells the gang of losers to get lost and then calls Takumi's party in his office. He demands Takemi to reveal what he did to Hippo, and he hesitates initially, but when the receptionist says that he saw faint traces of mana, Takemi realizes he can't keep it a secret. He explains that he just took out a piece of charcoal, turned it into diamond and then coated his body with it before getting hit. Barrack now understands that Takumi is an alchemist, and then the receptionist says that since he has such pretty girls in his team, a lot of incels will try to mess with him. He suggests promoting Takemi to D rank immediately so that he can be safe, and asks him to undertake a higher level quest to earn that promotion. The guild master gives his permission and both Sophia and Maria are in favor of it, so Tak decides to take the quests. The first quest is to eliminate some goblins, and thanks to Maple's help Takumi's party finds them quickly. Sophia rushes ahead and kills two of them while the other two dash towards Takemi and Maria. Maple ties them down with her silk threads, and then Takami and Maria finish them off easily. After that they hunt down some more goblins and kobolds to complete the mission, and Takemi is concerned because they are seeing a lot of goblins. Sophia says that there must be a goblin general nearby with a huge horde of goblins serving him. Usually it takes at least 5 D-ranked parties to defeat one of them, but Sophia is confident that the 3 of them are strong enough to do it on their own. Takemi doesn't even want to take such a risk, but the girls crave violence. Suddenly Maple tells him that she feels like she is going to evolve soon, so he immediately creates a pocket dimension using space-time magic to let her rest there. With that the 3 of them head to the goblin stronghold, and Sophia predicts that there are around 300 goblins there. Takemi gets cold feet on hearing this, and he asks Sophia if they really have to do this, but she doesn't even pay attention to him. She says that she has confirmed that there are no people held hostage. They're using wind magic so they can blast the goblins with magic. They charge up their magic spells and then hit the clueless goblins, wiping out a huge number of them at once. Soon the goblin general comes out to fight and charges straight towards Takemi. He blocks its attacks with his spear and then uses a fire spell to roast it medium rare. Instantly after that Takumi and the girls return to the guild completely exhausted after fighting the goblins, and seeing the amount of magic stones and other resources they have collected gives the receptionist a mini heart attack. He tells Takemi to come to the guild master's office, but he is completely exhausted by now. He still goes to Barrack's office, who throws a tantrum because it takes multiple D-ranked teams to kill a goblin general, and Takumi's group did it alone. Suddenly the pocket dimension reopens in front of his bald head and a hand pushes him back. Maple comes out of the pocket dimension after revolving into a half-spider half-human hybrid and cheerfully introduces herself to her friends. The guild master doesn't even know what to say to them now, and he tells Takemi to just go home. A couple days later Maria comes to Takumi's workshop and embarrassedly asks for some scraps of clothes because she needs to make underwear for herself and Sophia. Takemi says that she won't be able to make that with scraps, and Maria shows him a sketch about her designs. Takemi finds them really basic, so he sketches some modern lingerie complete with a bow, and Maria gets really excited on seeing them and asks him to make a set for her. Just then Maple pops out of the pocket dimension and tells Takemi that Peck is here. When Takemi goes to see him, he finds the merchant passed out after he saw Maple's evolved form. Later Peck tells Takemi that Marquis Godwin, who rules over the city, wants to meet him regarding the toilets with the purification feature, and he has no choice but to go to his castle immediately. Though Takemi is initially concerned about meeting a noble, he finds that Godwin is a sincere man and a good administrator who is ready to bow his head to anyone who can help him make his city a better place. He thanks Takemi for the self-purifying toilets and defeating the goblin general, but then warns him to be more careful in the future because if the Holy Sidonia Empire hears about him they will surely come after him. Takemi is mentally exhausted by the time he reaches home, but when Maple gives him some soft fabric and he remembers that he he gets to make underwear for Maria and Sophia. He gets his energy back. He works 3 days and nights without rest to make a set for both of them and is completely exhausted. At the end he then asks the girls to try them on, but then wusses out as he thinks that they will consider him a creep for saying this. He runs to his room and shuts the door, even though the girls would have been happy to give him a show. If you like this video, please consider. Thank you.